Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. If you are an old friend, then welcome back. So we're going to take a small commercial break from our zodiac sign readings to focus a little bit on the 111 portal that we have going on today, and also the well, I'll probably do a different reading for that specifically, but the January 13th full moon in Cancer. So what's special about today, I believe, if I'm understanding correctly from the astrology videos that I've been watching for these energy shifts, is that today specifically is when the nodes of destiny shift. So I'd say that is pretty important. Because I think, they were being ruled by Mercury or Mars, and now they're going to be ruled by Jupiter. So that's important because Jupiter's all about growth and expansion and, yeah, good things, right? Good things. Okay, so 111 portal. Let's get into it. What do we need to know, Spirit, for the energies surrounding the 111 portal and how we can best utilize it as a collective? Okay, so galactic bounty hunter or hunted amplifier. So I feel a little bit like we're going from the hunted to the hunter to the hunted kind of moment here, or from the hunted to the hunter kind of moment here. Basically, things are switching around, things are changing, okay, galactically. And with bounty hunter here, I'm getting, it's like justice, you know what I mean? Justice. People are going to be brought to justice. Those who have been maybe hunting down the innocent to use for their own pleasure or purposes, to use for their own benefit, to energy harvest, okay? And it's going to be amplified. So it's getting kicked up a notch, tuned in, turned up, okay? What else do we need to know for this 111 portal? I feel like for some of you, this is a moment to stop and recognize that you have changed your own fate or destiny by changing the choices and the situation that you were in. Well, anything else from this deck? I'm feeling like maybe there's not. I'm going to give it one more go around, and then if nothing comes out, I'll move on to the colorful one. Okay, well that's a lot, but I'll take a look. Okay, so watching you and moon. So someone is secretly watching you, or the moon is watching you, spirits are watching you. Could be as well. The moon cycle, okay, like I was just saying, the full moon could be important to you. If you can't do good or be good, at least do no harm. Possibly someone who harmed you, and you called them out for it. Yeah, being a trickster and trying to slay you. Had to lose you to love me. Someone that you loved dearly, but didn't realize was keeping you from loving yourself. Tune, like I said, tuned in, turned up, right? Ley lines, okay, energetic grid blueprint. So the energy is being tuned, fine-tuned. Or you've changed so much. You've changed the fate that it now needs a chance to kind of adjust and tune into you and this new version of you and this new fate that you have and accountability. So you are no longer allowing people to get away with not being accountable. You are holding people accountable. And the universe is doing so as well. The universe is responding. The universe is tuned in to you. You may be using the moon magic, okay? Because it's like, I feel like what's really working is this combination of the portals with the moon and how they all line up. And then, of course, astrologically, you know, each one of these planets has a different, you know, energy, right? A different purpose, a different meaning. And so when you are able to interpret what the energy is, or what the meaning is, what the purpose is, as you go through the portals and the moon phases. So moon, I feel like the moon phases is all about, you know, like manifesting, okay, using magic to manifest. So using spirit to help you to manifest. And then I feel like the portals is all about the intention. What are you trying to manifest and why? How is it helping you or hurting you or others? And that sometimes I feel like you doing what's best for you ends up hurting someone else, and that's why for so long you didn't. But you had to come to the realization that not hurting them was hurting you instead. So it's like, in this situation, trick or treat, it's like somebody gets the trick and somebody gets the treat. And for the longest time, you took the bullet and allowed yourself to be the trick, to get the trick. Knowing that someone else was going to get the treat, because that's just how loving and selfless you are. But at some point, it's like God called you out for that. Spirit called you out for that you were slaying yourself for people who don't even love you. Not really. But they like to watch you, even now. So you had to make the decision to change. And in doing so, you changed your own fate and destiny. Give me a little bit of tea here, would you? All right. I'm not a big tea drinker. I'm a coffee drinker, but I like this kind of tea. Okay. Sorry, let me just adjust that back. Okay. All right, give me some tea, Spirit. Okay, we have nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. See, I feel like because a loving and secure family was important to you, you took it upon yourself. You took accountability for that. Maybe too much accountability. Maybe you did not, maybe you let others shirk their accountability and responsibilities onto you because, yeah, you could handle it, but it doesn't mean it was good for you or them. Fly, a period of ill health and depression. Yeah, you did this. You took on other people's accountability to the detriment of yourself, of your own physical, mental health. to the point of depression, of being depression and oppressed, right? To the point of oppression, to the point that it made it so that you could not go anywhere or do anything. You were holding yourself back. Pineapple, reconciliation. I feel like you had to apologize to yourself, okay, and reconcile with yourself and make things right with yourself. Because doing this really hurt you. And allowing other people to do this to you really, really hurt you. I feel like, as well, you have redefined to yourself what an emotionally secure and loving family looks like. I think before you may have held on to an outdated belief that an emotionally secure and loving family had to have two parents, for example, okay? And now you're seeing that sometimes if that other parent is mentally ill or, you know, has an issue, that sometimes it might be better without them. If they are causing problems, if they are causing harm, if they're ill health, whether it be, you know, some kind of addiction, mental illness. I mean, I feel like addiction is goes into the category of mental illness, but just to call that out specifically, it's like, you know, if whatever mental illness this person has is causing harm to themselves and the ones around them, then it might be a better situation. The family might be more secure emotionally without that toxicity, basically. And I feel like this is something that you saw, right? You had to take a good hard look at yourself and your life, at how you do things, why you do things, and make changes. And like I said, I feel like this portal is showing you, you're going through this portal and it's changing everything, because this is like it's like a you did it kind of energy I'm feeling. You did it. So you succeeded, right? You didn't just make the change once or twice, you know what I mean? You made the choice, you stuck with it, you changed your ways, and in doing so, you changed your fate. You changed the way you think, you changed the way you do things, and you truly turned things around in a positive way. And with amplifier, it's like big time. And also what I'm getting from that amplifier is that you, hold on, sorry, I feel like your energy is being, your good energy, right, is being projected out, called out, but like I feel like this is more projected out now. Projected out. Tune, yeah, it's like your tune. Your tune is being sent out, and it's amplified. Maybe that's spirit. Spirit is amplifying your tune because they want more people. They want more people to tune into you and do what you did. To understand things on the level that you understand things. Your energy. You have such a good energy that spirit wants the world, you know, to experience it. Okay, anything else from this deck? Ear, good news. Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. and moon changes in your life. So yeah, absolutely. If you have been feeling depressed, if you have been feeling tied down, if you have been feeling, mentally stressed out or depressed, or frustrated, then this is changing. Come maybe, the moon cycle in a couple of days, you might start noticing a real and actual change. Anything else for this 111 portal read for the collective? Remember, if parts of this don't resonate for you, take the parts that do and leave the parts that don't, because it is a collective reading. So, if there are parts that are not for you, that just means that there's for someone else. Those particular parts. Okay, let's see. We have same shit, different day, and no facts. Same shit, different day, no facts. I feel like you are focusing on yourself. You're treating yourself and letting someone else trick themselves, basically, because I feel like they were tricking you until you started treating yourself. Then I feel like whoever that is, and it could be multiple people, okay, in your life, I feel like they're not happy about it, okay? They feel like they're very over it, like they don't want to hear it anymore. If they're even in your life at all, they could just be watching you. And they feel like you make stuff up. They don't believe. They don't believe in what you believe in. They don't believe in the moon magic, the spirit, and the portals and the energy work that you're doing, and that it can truly make a difference. But I feel like this portal is going to start showing the proof in the pudding, okay? You may have been talking about these things with people, trying to, share the good news, right? Okay, so people can hear. And I think most of the time it falls on deaf ears here with same shit, different day, and no facts. People don't believe you, and that's fine. They don't have to. You don't even have to keep talking to them. You could realize that could be a waste of your energy and focus it more on yourself. Excuse me. Or those who are deserving of it. Like, I don't know, children. Because I don't think that these people are going to change. And if you're trying to save them, if you're trying to take them with you, that, salvation lies within yourself, okay? And Jesus, right? Waking up to all of this shit, that's the Jesus part, okay? And then putting in the work, that's the you part. And if others aren't willing to put in the work and open their minds, you can't make them. That's their choice whether to, hop on that train, take that journey or not. And if you did, that's great. But you have to understand that you can't force others. If they don't get it, they don't get it. I guess I'll use this deck. All right. What else do we need to know for the 111 portal? Two of Pentacles. So, okay, it's either the choices that you have a choice to make now, or the choices that you made that got you here. And like I said, I feel like this is the tune as well, right? I feel like there's a little bit of like you know, like when you turn the dial to tune something, I feel like it's kind of what this is. It's like a little bit of like back and forth, a little bit of tuning, a little bit of adjustment, right? So I feel like the universe, the galaxy, is adjusting to this new you, basically. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, very much so. The world, the earth, okay? This is about like earthly things. Okay, so the whole world is adjusting to this new you and this new energy that you bring. This more abundant energy. Because again, like you started giving to yourself and I feel like in doing that, you are able to, by putting more into yourself, you are able to give more to the earth, to the collective energy kind of thing. And also, I feel like, look, it's like he's juggling, and then all of a sudden, phew, spits one out, right? So I feel too like in doing this, you got rid of a burden, right? You got rid of the no accountability people or person, right? Just here you go. Boom, gone, bye. So instead of juggling, right, now you're realizing that the only person that you really have to worry about is you, right? And that once you do that, then you can focus, you know, your energy where it needs to be and where you want it to go, so that you're not juggling, you're more in control. Yeah. And this is helping you emotionally. So I feel like you've gotten control of your surroundings, of your earthly matters, right? And in doing so, you have calmed your emotions, okay? Maybe you're learning to no longer lead with your emotions. It's there, but you're in control, okay? And yeah, and I feel like this is a gift too. With the Ace of Pentacles, it's a gift. Spirit is gifting you with something because of all the work and effort that you have put in to bring balance to yourself and your own situation. Rather than just sitting there crying and praying and saying, God, help me, God, help me, God, help me, you realized that in order for God to help you, you had to step up and do something. How God helps you is God will show you how. God will give you the energy that you need, you know, and yeah, maybe guide you, show you the way, but that you have to actually do work. Yeah, memory full. I pay so much money, like $10 a month just for memory storage, right? It's like, where does that go? And if it's that bad, then, you know, like, how long till I'm gonna have to upgrade that? I feel like I need to start storing shit on my own shit, you know what I mean? And that could be something for somebody as well. Maybe a message that, like, you need to stop, like, expecting other people to hold on to things for you or to remember things for you, and take accountability and start doing that for yourself, right? To start holding on to your own stuff, to start taking accountability for your own memories, your own yeah, you got to stop blaming other people for your emotional instability. Yes, sometimes people put you in positions where you, how do I say this? where they may intentionally get you all riled up. But the fact of the matter is, if you allow that person in your life, then you are allowing them to do that. And if you might be doing it because you feel dependent upon them, right? Because you put so much into them. And it's like, God is saying, take it back. Take your stuff back. Let this person go and find the balance that you need. I feel like, too, with empathy here and Ace of Pentacles, I feel like it's a gift, okay? Your empathy is a gift from Spirit, right? But sometimes it may feel like a curse. And it's really all about how you're using it, or if you're using it at all, because some people don't. And also, understanding it, and understanding that it means that you are more sensitive to other people's energies. And so if you allow people with bad energy around you, then you're going to be picking up on that, and it's going to put you in bad energy. So it's like, even if you have to be alone in your own energy so that no one's messing it up, until you can figure out, until you can learn how to be around others without absorbing their energy or reflecting their energy, then, it's like, it will feel like a curse, okay? Yeah, Queen of Wands, it's like, yeah, you're very tuned in magically. You are a powerful, I'll say witch, but really what I more so mean by that is energy, I'll say energy manipulator in a way, okay? You have to learn how to conquer and manage the emotions. And Eight of Cups. I feel like this is part of the journey, okay? It's part of the journey, the spiritual journey, the journey of an empath, the journey of a spiritualist, the journey of basically, like, I don't know, a true witch, okay? And Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like I said, it's like learning, okay? Pages are, they're younger, they're learning, they're watching, they're still developing their skills, right? So you're learning how to use your magic. You're learning how to use magic in general. You're learning how to give and receive energy. Okay, with the Pentacles here, I'm getting energy. Currency, right? Coins are currency. You are learning how to give and receive the currency, the energy, the flow of energy. You're learning about the flow of energy. You're learning how to control your own flow of energy. You're learning that being an empath means that you pick up on other people's energy. You are learning how to manage that energy, how to give, okay? How to give back to other people the energy that doesn't belong to you, okay? Right? Having people be accountable for their own energy, and you being accountable for yours. It also means, like I said, being able to recognize sometimes what's your energy and what's not. It's a whole process. It's a whole process. But it's all part of the journey. I feel like, too, with the Eight of Cups here, it's like so many people So many people give up and walk away because it's hard. It's really hard. But with the Queen of Wands here, I feel like you are determined. You are not one to give up, okay? And so this makes you special because you can go the distance. And Spirit knows you can. That's why they help you. Because they know their efforts are not wasted on you, the devil. It's about overcoming the devil. It's about overcoming toxicity. It's about defeating the devil in your life, whatever that devil may look like, whether it's mental illness, you know, addiction, depression, people who are oppressive, you know, maybe overcoming some codependency issues, attachment issues. This is for some of you, not all of you, but with the Eight of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Devil here, I'm getting that for some of you, you've been abandoned in your life, basically given as an offering to the devil. People left you, they abandoned you, they didn't fulfill their end of the bargain, you know, they didn't, you know, they weren't accountable. And I'm sorry for that. If for some of you, that may be something that you've had to overcome in your life. Ace of Swords is the truth, but also the breakthrough. For some of you, that's a breakthrough moment, okay? That is, I don't know, the turning point, right? Once you learn how that affected you emotionally, and how holding on to that was affecting your whole life, and you surgically removed it, cut it away, cut it out, learned to heal and deal with it, right? That's when things changed. That was the breakthrough moment. Now, for some of you, you know, it could be having been abandoned, right? By a spouse, by parents, by people whom you thought loved you, you know, friends, family, whatever. And realizing too that has a lot more to say about them, okay, than it does you. And that just because someone else is in this devil energy doesn't mean that you have to be. That you can overcome what others do to you and stop looking at it from that perspective and just worry more about you and yourself. Because I feel like you may have tried to change this person to be a better person, to be the version of them that you wanted them to be. And when you let go of that and just changed yourself instead, that's when the breakthrough happens. Four of Cups. Yeah, I feel like it took a lot of like sitting with yourself, basically, to figure this out, to come to this conclusion, or it will. And the Three of Wands, Seven of Swords, and Death. And I feel like for some of you, you knew that this was a bad situation that you were in, and you were just sitting around waiting for the next betrayal, for the next, you know, ending, for the next cycle. Okay, waiting for the bad moment, and then for the cycle to begin again, right? So it's like you were just sitting and waiting, always waiting, like the cycle of abuse. Okay, it escalates until it blows up, and then it starts over again, and it may or may not, you know, include love bombing in the beginning, right? And then, you know, it goes back around, and the cycle continues. And I feel like a lot of you maybe even recognized this cycle, okay, cycle of abuse, basically, where you were getting betrayed, stolen from, you know, used, abused, tricked, right? With trick or treat here, trickery, fraud, right? You were constantly being tricked into, you know, going through this death cycle over and over and over again, and you could see it. You could see it. You knew what was happening, but you maybe didn't know what to do about it. And the answer is 8 of Cups. Walk away. I feel like, especially for those of you who had been abandoned, you didn't want to do this because you didn't want anyone else to feel abandoned. But you have to understand, too, accountability, where you're accountable and where you are not. You are not accountable for how somebody else feels when you decide to do what's best for you. You have every right to do that. I feel too like a lot of you had, with the 4 of Cups here, emotionally disconnected because of this cycle of abuse, okay? And yeah, the Hermit, the journey, the guiding light, the teacher, Jesus, right? It's like, and then you found the way. You know, it's like enlightenment too. Like you had to wake up. You had to wake up. Turn the lights back on, right? You know, emotionally reconnect. And realize that just because some people are bad doesn't mean that all people are bad. And allow yourself to believe and have faith again. And make different and better choices to change the outcome. Because I feel too here with the 3 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and Death, I feel like if you had not made the changes that you did, it may have ended with you being put to rest. Okay? Like for real. That someone was gonna, you know, Judas you, or, you know what I mean? Or sacrifice you to the devil. Kind of thing. Okay? Knight of Cups. I feel like this is the Hermit. I feel like this is you putting on your armor, okay? Wearing your armor. The armor of God, right? The armor of knowing that you are loved. Even if not by whatever people these are. Knowing that you're loved by God, by Spirit, by your ancestors, by strangers whom you've never even met. And that allowing that to help you, you know, to put you in a state of, I'm okay now, okay? I don't need this person's love because I have my own, or I have love from other places. And realizing that you don't have to take a fake cup of love, okay? You don't have to allow yourself to be charmed, to be tricked into a fake love, because a real love exists. Just not with whoever this person or people are. The Magician, I feel like this is the way. That is the way. Do you know the way? Yes, you do. You do now. Okay? The way of as above, so below. Magic. Of being able to change the outcome of your life and your destiny, of your fate, by changing your mind and the world around you. And using the energies, that's important as well. Using these universal, galactic, planetary energies. It's how the universe communicates. So it's like you learning how to communicate with the universe. Understanding and communicating. Okay. All right. Anything else for this 111 portal message? I feel like for some of you, your love life may not be over yet, okay? You may be a wounded warrior, and you may be coming into contact with a wounded warrior. You might be coming into connection with another wounded warrior, or maybe even a group of other wounded warriors. Maybe you need to join some kind of support group, okay? I'm not going to say wounded warriors, because then you're going to end up with a bunch of military people who don't know that your war is spiritual. That could get a little awkward. Or maybe start your own group, because it's the strength of two coming together. But I feel like not just two with the Lovers here. I feel like it's like the strength of all the wounded warriors, okay, who've been burned by love. Anything else? Or what they thought was love. Yeah. 10 of Cups. You will have a happy ending. You will get your happy ending. It works if you work it. Right? If you work it, you will have your happy ending. And I say that, because you may be overcoming some kind of addiction yourself, or you may be having some kind of happy life after addiction, either in yourself or someone else. You may have had a difficult time of it because you loved someone who was addicted and you had to let them go. And it's not just about addiction, you know what I mean, like to substances. It could be addiction to money, to materialism, okay? People who chose money over love. That's not your happiness. And I think that you kind of had to realize that. I feel like that's part of your journey. Who's for you and who's not for you. Like, based on what you like. And you're not the kind of person who chooses love over money. You choose love. You are the 10 of Cups. And so you need to find more 10 of Cups type people. I feel like you were in with the wrong crowd, okay? God had to steer you, redirect you, and you allowed God to do that. And because of that, you changed the outcome of your life. And the new beginning is here, okay? I hope this has helped you in some way, shape, or form. I hope, if nothing else, it has entertained you for a few moments in time, and I hope that if you haven't already, you will like, share, and subscribe to the video and or the channel as a whole. And let's see what else. I'm going to continue to do the individual zodiac sign readings. I should have them out by the end of the weekend. Sorry it's taken so long. All right, bye.